for us to have a conversation on what is it about, why do we need to sensitize our water service providers and all stakeholders on the water and sanitation sector to actually meet there. I am grateful and honored today, ladies and gentlemen, because it gives me great pleasure to address you at the pre-conference of the Kenya Water and Sanitation International Conference and Exhibition of the year 2025. I think I was not lucky enough to attend last year's. Was there last year? This is a biannual event, eh? So I am honored really. Thank you so much. This year's conference themed innovation, technology, and financing models for sustainable pathways to climate smart water and sanitation solutions and investments comes at a very key point when our sector stands at the intersection of urgent need and transformative opportunity. As a ministry, we are resolutely committed to achieving Vision 2030 and the Sustainable Development Goal number 6 to ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. This conference is a critical platform for aligning our strategies, our actions, and investments with this shared vision. The ministry, as you are well aware, has continued to advance bold reforms to strengthen governance, transparency, and inclusivity in water and sanitation delivery. We have aligned our frameworks with the Water Act 2016 and accelerated the implementation of the National Water and Sanitation Investment and Financing Plan, as all of you are aware by the name NAWASIP, a flagship initiative aimed at mobilizing more than 995 billion to meet universal water and sanitation coverage by the year 2030. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, this NAWASIP has aggregated sector priorities across 47 counties and introduced what we call innovative instruments to crowd in private investment while ensuring the public financing remains efficient and accountable. I know you are all aware that NAWASIP aggregated both the national plans and also the county CIDPs, development plans. So it is something that all of us must and have to own. We recognize that public financing alone is not sufficient to bridge the financial gap. Therefore, we are intensifying efforts to leverage public-private partnerships. And this is being done through the Public-Private Partnerships Act of the year 2021. And it would be very surprising that we sit here with WASPA and the very prominent water service providers and we realize most of our MDs and technical managers are not well aware of the Public-Private Partnerships Act of 2021. Then, how are we attracting financing in our institutions? Maybe that is a question we shall mull over in the conference. Through this PPP Act of 2021, the ministry is offering flexible models ranging from build, operate and transfer, to build, to design, build, finance, operate and maintain, that will allow the private sector to play a central role in service delivery. And towards this end, 3 of our key projects that we are advancing under the PPP, that is the Sabaki water carrier, Sabaki is in Mombasa, the Lamu desalination plant, and the Balana Kulal irrigation scheme are projects at the project negotiation stage under the PPP model. This is to name but a few, because I am well aware we have others that are progressing but have not reached that stage. So the question is, and the challenge is, the water service providers that we have here, properly heralded by this serious leadership. In the conference, we would expect you to give us a breakdown of your progress. That is the challenge to the water service providers, because upon amendment of the Water Act 2026 and the amendment of the year 2024 gave us that leverage to actually leverage private financing in the water sector. So Chair and your team, I will be very keen. You have to give us a detail of where we are on this. Apart from the public-private partnerships, we are also exploring what we call blended financing. That is through green bonds and climate funds, such as the Green Climate Fund, to support climate resilient and sanitation infrastructure. These models not only enhance efficiency, but also bring in innovation, technology, and risk sharing. On mention of technology, and I have heard also the Water Secretary talk about it, I have heard the Permanent Secretary talk about it. So, sorry. Please proceed. Are you saying we are casuals? The Principal Secretary will talk about it. Besides that, technology is our ally in building a water secure and climate resilient Kenya. If any water service provider is not actually adopting technology, then you are killing us. You are killing the ministry, you are killing the sector. I was surprised to go to a certain county the other day, launching a serious program, and the technical manager stands and tells me that they are buying 1,200 volumetric meters. As a ministry, we are putting in policies to ensure that you guys buy smart electromagnetic meters. Then why is it that the people, the most technical person in a county, is advocating for the purchase of volumetric meters? That is a question I would also expect an answer here when we meet for the conference. The need that we are embracing smart metering, we are embracing digital billing systems, leak detection systems. All these water monitoring tools are supposed to be part of our transformation as water utilities. These innovations are improving transparency, they are minimizing losses, and optimizing operations in real time. I'll give you the example that the Water Secretary gave you, that a water service provider serving 14 million people has an earned revenue of less than 5%. That is in Tokyo. How many of us are serving 1 million people as water service providers? We also acknowledge, and this should also be part of our discussion come the conference, the role of what we call nature-based solutions and energy-efficient technologies in sustainable water management, especially in the urban areas, because water stress is more pronounced there. Climate change is a topic we cannot run away from. If we meet as a sector and we don't talk about climate change, then we are not keeping abreast with the emerging issues. So climate change continues to threaten the water security and sanitation service delivery. In response, the ministry has prioritized investments in small dams, boreholes, water plants, bulk water transmission systems. These projects are not only improving access, but also cushioning communities against drought and water-related shocks. A key project resulting from this is what 19 counties are implementing by the name KWASH, the Kenya Water and Sanitation and Hygiene Program, that is aiming to strengthen service delivery in peri-urban and rural settings through decentralized wastewater systems, inclusive planning and stakeholder driven design. KWASH is a brainchild of Nawasibu. Unfortunately, it is a results-oriented kind of program whereby you are reimbursed upon proof of project and number of connections. It is very unfortunate that we sit here with water service providers that are beneficiaries of this program, but they have not been able to do their strategy to unlock their $1 million, because upon preparation of your strategy, you unlock $1 million, correct? We sit here with teams who have not prepared their project implementation units, water service providers, and this money is there. So these are the discussions you're supposed to have, WASPA and team, on how to actually unlock these resources, because they are there to give Kenyans value for money. And I understand as a ministry, we cannot succeed in isolation. The ministry cannot succeed if the water service providers also do not succeed. So we are bound, we are joined at the hip. Water is a devolved function. However, we either win together or we fail together. The county governments, the water service providers, the private sector players, development partners, SBOs, NGOs, and CBOs must work in concert. And that's why I take this opportunity to reaffirm the ministry's commitment to fostering a conducive policy and investment climate to catalyze innovation and scale. We are counting on you, county governments, to adopt an investor-friendly governance models and on waterworks development agencies to align their projects pipelines with the National Water and Sanitation Investment Plan while championing bankable project development. It is not lost to me that we have some projects in rural areas, in marginalized areas that are not actually bankable, but they are very socially, economically feasible. And that is why WSTF, Water Sector Trust Fund, has been your partner. The challenge is to unlock financing from WSTF. There are requirements such as development of proposals, and most of our water service providers are missing out on those opportunities because of key timelines or deliverables. WASPA leadership, if that is not the part of the conversation, then we will be in Mombasa kupiga sherehe. No, I have to be honest. Someone has to tell you as it is. Maybe the chair is not telling you as it is. The marginalized counties, the Water Sector Trust Fund was specifically meant for you, alright? To support marginalized areas and to support water service providers in those areas where projects are not actually bankable. But we have so many that are missing out. At this pre-conference forum, I make a general call to all institutions across the water and sanitation ecosystem to register delegates and ensure robust participation in the conference deliberations. Let us not be jaywalkers in the conference. To sponsor and support the event through contributing to the advancement of sector goals. And number 3, to book exhibition spaces and use this platform to showcase innovations, technologies, and best practices that can inspire sector-wide transformations. We have water service providers that are doing so well, and we have water service providers that are not doing so well. So if there will be knowledge transfer, then we all win. As a young leader myself, I am deeply committed to amplifying the voice of the youth in the water and sanitation sector. We take cognizance of the fact that a big majority of our people are young people. Among those young people, our young professionals are there, young innovators are there, and students, not only the leaders of tomorrow, they are already contributing meaningfully to the development of different sectors today. Why not in the water sector? The Water Sanitation Conference 2025 will feature a dedicated youth session offering a platform for them to share ideas, to showcase innovations, and engage directly with policy and decision makers on this front table. To ensure accessibility, the youth delegates will enjoy discounted registration rates, and I call upon all stakeholders, may it be government institutions, may it be private sector actors and development partners, to actually sponsor and support youth participation at the conference. So please, the water service providers, MDs and DMs, let us work with that ratio of a third. Young people have to be part of this conference. I know that most of them don't sit in these tables of who are the technical manager, commercial managers, audit managers. I would call it the one-third gender rule. I would call it now the youth rule. So I'm expecting to see a lot of young people in this kind of, and I've given perks or registration. Take advantage of that. By investing in their growth, that is the young people engagement, we are securing the future of this sector. Clearly, and we are well aware, the youth are more likely to obtain technology than the elder generations. Let us make the upcoming Kenya Water and Sanitation Conference 2025 in Mombasa, that is from June 23rd of June to 27th, a turning point. A moment when we go beyond talk, when we forge real, lasting partnerships, and when we crowd in investment, when we light the spark of innovation across every great county of this nation. Ladies and gentlemen, let this not be just another event. Let it be a call to action, a herald, a rallying cry for all of us who believe that water is life and sanitation is dignity. Let us come together in Mombasa to change the course and the trajectory and the destiny of this country. We cannot afford to stand on the sidelines. We are way past standing on the sidelines. The time to act is now. Let us build a water secure, climate resilient country, and that is Kenya. May God bless all of you, and may God bless Kenya. Asanteni sana kwa kuja. Thank you so much.